Whiskey and Wade going all the way. What up, world? Welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey and Wade Show with me, your host, Tommy Mack.
And me, your better host, Tyrone McKenna.
And you know we are in association with Our Kings, the #1 competition page on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, unbelievable. There's a house up for grabs this week. There's serious cash up for grabs. Holidays, work tools, clothes, vouchers, anything you name it, they have it.
The lot. And if you haven't watched it already, I'm sure you have, make sure you hit BBC iPlayer to watch The Spar, written by myself and Tyrone, starring myself and Tyrone. 7-minute pilot episode.
Very
We
funny.
need to get everyone behind us so that we can bring you the full series.
A lot of people are asking how to get up. They're struggling to find it. You just go on the BBC iPlayer website, type in comedy shorts, and then type in The Spar, and it'll come up. And it's lethal. You're going to laugh. It's going to be a good, how many minutes?
7 minutes.
7 minutes of your
yeah.
life. Best 7 minutes of your life. I can
Unbelievable. And if you are loving the content and you want more, make sure you hit the Patreon. Patreon's only £2. There's a lot of bonus material there.
It's unbelievable material. And do you know what? It's getting so wasted.
I
It's
know.
£2 a month. Doesn't cost much. And it needs to grow. It's not growing at a rapid rate.
We're actually putting in the effort, and people don't even realize what's going on behind the scenes. So
And see,
make sure you get on it.
It's £2. If you don't want to watch the actual content, it is support for the podcast. We can't be doing the podcast without the Patreon subscribers. So shout out to Patreoners.
Yeah.
And please, if you
Love the
haven't,
Patreons.
try.
And one last thing before we get into the show. The Mighty Celt is back in action. December 7th.
Yep.
Tickets available.
Get your tickets. Come down and support me. It's going to be a lethal fight, a war. And I'm excited for it. McKenna is back.
Yes. So, now that we've got all that out of the road, today we have a very special guest. This man was the godfather of K.Hole. Now he's here to tell his side of the story. Folks, welcome to the Boxing Club, Kevi Forex.
Cheers, lads. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
My first ever podcast, so
Is it?
I'm very excited, especially
Happy days.
to
Would
Belfast
you
legends like
be
yous.
nervous going on podcast or?
Nah, I'm not nervous now. Like,
Because you do a lot of
I
like,
can't.
Social
camera work
media
and
stuff,
like that.
yeah.
So there's some people we get on here and they kind of freeze up.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck me. They're usually characters and
Yeah.
then they get on, they're like,
Yeah. No, I feel all good. Like, obviously, it's different just walking about the park like that than actual
you
cameras.
love the park.
Seeing you're doing
walking the
park
dog.
content, how many takes do you do? Or is it one take?
It's usually
You go,
one.
relax. The crow's on the eagle's neck. No.
But I usually get it quick enough. At the start, I would have been like at about
Yeah.
but now it's usually smooth enough. When I walk about and I visualize what I'm going to say.
For people that don't know who Kevin Minnigan is, Kevi Forex, as he's also known. He's a friend of ours. We've known him for a long time. But he recently started a business with
Clothing company,
Rock Code.
Code.
We're all rocking code right now.
What do you think of the
K.O.A.D.
Lethal.
looks big on me.
K.O.A.D. looks good on SP, and you don't want to test me.
So he started this business, and then he started K.Hole. Started rapping with SP and Liam Bo Slays, who went on last week. And obviously there's a breakup. So just want to get into, how did you get into rapping?
Well, so basically, Bugsy Malone's music saved my life, right? So I lost my mother. Was in a really dark place.
How did your mummy do?
So touchy subject. I used to get laughed at for this. So obviously the COVID vaccines and stuff, I was always against them, and people laughed at me. Like the same sort of people laughed at me when I started my music journey. But I always say they're not safe, blah de blah. And I just had a feeling it was going to hurt me in one way. So my mummy got 4 of them. And then next thing, her health just deteriorated. Blood clots in her legs, blood clots in her lungs, fluid in her lungs, lung cancer, sepsis, gone like that. And they took her. They just took her and got away with it. And I called out the doctors and all. And people don't believe you, but that's what happened. And then, but after that, like, that was a tough time. But I just met my missus at the time. So the chase of that sort of saved me. You know, I was actually all right when I lost my mummy. And then we were going on holidays, you know, to like just enjoy myself, to heal a bit.
Yeah.
But then when the holidays stopped and it was time to try and get back to real life, get the head down, get a bit of routine, I just couldn't do it. And I just hit rock bottom. Like I mean, it was tough, like. But I kept going. I said every day when I was walking my dog and all, I was trying to convince myself, like, you're going to make it. It's going to change. And then one day, everything did all click with my trading, and then but I had more ideas. So I had more ideas than just my Forex trading.
Yeah.
And like I came up with a brand, and I always loved music, but Bugsy's music inspired me through the tough time. And then Kneecap were obviously blown up, and I just looked, and obviously Shawn Paul and Liam. So shout out Shawn Paul and Liam. They're the two best rappers in the West, which is why I wanted to do it with them. I says, if Kneecap can do it, so can we, and we're going to. So we started K.Hole, and it was working. And then I messed it up.
Because, I'm not joking you, people laughed about it when you did start it.
Yeah.
And then see when Translation came on, and then
Translation.
Transition.
Fuck's sake.
People always say that.
Translation. It's a fucking, as
a
Kevi
banger.
Forex says, it's a pumper. It's a fucking
So
pumper.
it was all it was all sort of a plan. Like Ready to Blow was like just a bit of funny, a bit of catchy, real people, and get them sort of laughing at you. And then Transition was always going to be the pumper, but like the lads were on in this here saying about me in the studio in Manchester. I struggled. Like I went in that studio unprepared. Shawn Paul kept texting me saying, like, have you practiced your flow? I was like, I'll be sweet.
Were you practicing much, or
No,
were you
I was
just?
running
Yeah,
about.
because like even obviously like Tyrone says, we know you like a long time. I never even thought you were in the rap. Like so when you turned out that you were going to become a rapper, it's like, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
But so you didn't know anything about rap. You didn't know. Were you, apart from when your mommy died, R.I.P., and you were listening to Bugsy? Were you a rap fan before then?
Yeah. So 50 Cent was the one with me growing up. From
Okay.
like 13, 14. He was the one that I always followed, and then like his book and all, his audiobook, I've listened to it 8 times. So I've learned from the best. You know what I mean? I was always intelligent anyway, but I'd never found my purpose.
Right.
And then when it did really put my head to something, I went, I can do this. Do you know what I mean? And I was doing it with.
So had you written raps before you went to Manchester? No.
So I hadn't wrote any raps. So I reached out to Liam and Shawn Paul to basically help start my journey.
Yeah.
And obviously at the time I just started coach, so I was just running about like promoting and all, enjoying my life, because I hated my life for that long. That when I started enjoying myself, like even still now, I make the most of it, because you only get one. And losing my mummy like showed me that life can be taken like that. So you need to make the most of it. I slapped my days away for a long time. So then I reached out to Emmons, give Liam more Liam. Shawn Paul wrote for me a good bit as well, but Liam wrote a good bit more. I give them topics, like write about my bat, and then Liam wrote it into like rhymes for me. But then I took them and made them mine, and then I started making my own. But so for Manchester, I just wasn't prepared. I hadn't practiced. So when I went into the studio, it was nerve. It's like,
were you shitting yourself? Were you?
Not really, but when I walked in and
I'd be shitting myself.
I just didn't know.
It's all new.
It's new. Exactly. Yeah. If you walked in the boxing gym for the first time, you know what I mean. And I was crap, but see, because the song's that long, it actually sounds a bit better that I'm not fully flown. Because if it was just all fully flown, like it would be a bit. But because I was doing wee funny things and slowing it worked. It did work. And then obviously after I was near in tears. I was like, lads, I let you down, and they were like, no, you're sweet. And I was like, I let you down. But Liam ended up saying to me, he was like, I feel like I let you down because I didn't prepare you for a studio. So because me and Liam were about doing some promo and like doing a couple of things. Shawn Paul was working, but Shawn Paul was telling me, you need to practice. But I didn't. But then Liam said he let me down. But then it was a lesson. I says, I'll never go in the studio like that again. And then Transition came. I went in prepared, didn't need my phone, done it right away like that. And Liam actually says, fuck me, Kevi, you're better than me. And then he was on here saying that I can't rap basically. But
so I'd say before you made your first ever track, had you never even recorded yourself rapping on your phone or anything?
Nope, nothing.
Just the first,
nothing.
You just went in raw.
Mad.
But
that's
what I did do,
super confident going to the studio.
Can you rap?
So what I did do was, like, when I was listening to Bugsy, I memorized it, and I was very good at it. Remember?
Yeah, because I remember he grabbed me. He was meeting me for these cool t-shirts, and then he's driving me up home. And he's like, I'm starting to rap. I've got a group. You don't realize you can rap. And then he stuck on Bugsy, and I just rapped it. And I was like, fuck yeah, you can rap.
But I was in Manchester promoting my brand, and like stopping people promoting the brand and then talking and saying like, "Do you like Bugsy Malone?" They're like, "Yeah," and then I was doing a bit. And they're like, "Whoa,"
Because see when you do that, like I used to see on TikTok, you are everywhere. Obviously,
Yeah.
your face is everywhere, doing all sorts of promo. Do you ever? Because this is something that I couldn't do. Is would you be walking up here? Don't hear me rap. Don't hear me. Don't hear my song. Do you ever get like embarrassed about it or nothing? You don't give a fuck.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
I couldn't do that.
Not one bit. I used to.
Have you always been like that? Like,
no. So I used to care what everyone thought about me, and then like when I lost my mummy, and then when you realise that obviously the people care about you, but no one's really cares that much. You know, everyone's got their own shit on, which is fair enough. But then when it all clicked and I realised my potential, I was like, I'm just going all in. Like I'm doing it my way. Do you know what I mean? And my confidence just started to grow.
You need confidence to do that.
And obviously, to be a performer, you need to be confident because everyone is putting yourself out there. Everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
So you made transition in. Like you say, the first song, Ready to Blow, was more mess of it, more like a practice run.
Yeah, I got some. So
and Ready to Blow was
good. I love that. I prefer Ready to Blow because it's more rapping. You know, it means more to me. Whereas Transition's obviously
it's the first one. This is the first time.
Transition.
Once that come out,
blew up massively. So what was it when it went out and so you started getting a bit of notoriety and you started getting a bit of slab status in Belfast with a pumper? What was that like?
It was mad, mate. There was one night where me and my mate Mal, shout out Mal, he's a legend. Right hand man he is. Me and him went into Thompson's one night and like I just started getting mobbed. Like people were just grabbing me and shoving cameras in my face. And I was like, "What is going on here?" But it's a bit disrespectful as well because they were all drunk and I was sober. But it's just flashlight out straight in your face, and you're like, "Whoa!"
Doing your head.
But to be fair, like I do like it. I do like it to a certain extent.
You have to like
it's love hate.
Yeah. But then, like the lad said as well, like, and I admit too, I got a bit of an ego. I started to get a bit of an ego, but that would happen to anyone in my situation because, like I said, I was an only child. It was only me and my mummy, so it was always on my own. And then, like, when I hit rock bottom, and then next thing getting all this attention, so I started to think a bit like I'm the man and all. Do you know what I mean?
So see, the lads said last week that you said we're like G-Unit.
Yeah.
And then you said earlier that 50 Cent was your favorite rapper.
So I need to call them out on that. So they obviously says like, so what, we're Lloyd Banks and Tony Ayo. I said to them, you're not Lloyd Banks, Tony Ayo. Liam, you're Eminem, and Shawn Paul Tupac. Like I genuinely see us as three cracking rappers and a cracking team, and it was working again. And I messed it up. It was working.
What happened with the messing up? What
led that?
Yeah.
So what actually happened, so me and Shawn Paul were going, like we hadn't really been out doing much and he was off work, so I went up to get him on the Friday. Me, Shawn Paul and Mal went to the bat for a burrito from Taquitos. Shout out Guy at Taquitos, legend. We went for a munch but we were in the bat and the staff knew the songs now. So we said get the tunes on and then they got bingo bango and all, so we ended up having so I wasn't meant to be drinking.
Yeah.
And then ended up having a couple of cocktails, and then the energy was good. So
strawberry cocktail mango.
Pumper, I love it. So like, well, I left the staff let me park the car. One of the staff took my car and parked at the hotel car park, and then we got a taxi to Thompson's. I'm just sitting there in sweat, like tracksuit, you know, just smacked out. It was a Friday night, and then in Thompson's, like even Shawn Paul seen it, like it was crazy, like people heavy. But like people buying me drinks and all, so I was drunk. I was drunk leaving Thompson's, and then on the way home, we stopped at Fitzy's and got a bottle of vodka and went up to my shed. And then like, I just can't remember after that. I just got a blackout. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, blackout. You know what I mean? I just got a blackout. And if you ask any of the lads, you know, from the Coonassilla ones, if you ask any of them about me on a blackout, dangerous, like, you know, when
Kevi Forex blackout is not
too much alcohol, like ask Eamon Finnegan for example, right? And I messed up. I woke up and was like, whoa, I just...
And you didn't remember what you done?
No, I just knew I was in trouble, and like the videos and all, I haven't even watched them.
Have you not?
I don't intend to, mate. I've got told what I've done, but see, to be fair, like I called him, I apologise, like, Shawn Paul, sorry again, bro. But it was something that, like, lads get on, like, when they're drunk. But the only difference was I was like the idiot that does it in the spotlight and
live,
you know what I mean? Obviously, I regret it, but I held my hands up, and then like I just think that went a bit too far. Like, do you know what I mean? I think they're listening to, obviously, people are saying, like, he's this, he's that, and then I think now they're starting to see it from their point of view. But they know,
Well, like what Liam said, it was the thing, and what I think annoyed him more was it was his mummy said to him,
and again,
and then their two mummies are friends.
Yep.
So like,
so again, apologies to Liam, Shawn Paul, and their families. If my mummy seen that, she'd be disgusted. So
see, when you woke up the next day, so Shawn Paul said his phone was blown up. Liam both said his phone was going mad. Was yours the same? Like
not
people
really,
texting you?
I left like all WhatsApp groups now. Like,
all right,
really in on that, yeah. So, but it was more like the drink wore off. It wasn't really like I slept. It was like the drink started to wear off, and I started to like come to my senses a bit. And was like, oh dear. and again, I proper regret it. Like it was.
Have you spoke to them since? No.
Well, I called up to Shawn Paul and like obviously thing, and then left something to Liam's, and again, I left them. I wrote them a wee letter to say that I was sorry and try and put a bit of humor on it, and then they came on here and like sort of took a piss out of it. Like it hurt. Like I would have done it, and they didn't really like talk about the value that I brought to the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I done a lot. Like
see, to be fair, I'll say this on the cameras. You did get the translation one to blow up.
Yeah.
Like your social media, because you're so active on it, and what you're doing going about town and all, it does get the views, it does get the eyeballs on. So I think K.Hole, you did help it. You helped the brand.
K.Hole, obviously, as a crew, you needed them as much as they needed you because they had the experience with a rap. They showed you how to rap, was writing rhymes for you, and then you were doing all the promo. So it wouldn't have worked without
either.
It was a
team
trifecta.
It was a team. It was the perfect
madness.
Team. It was a perfect team until I messed up.
When that happened, obviously, if you haven't heard, there's a diss track out against you.
It's not against me. So the only bit about that probably is about me is when he said, "Only time you're the man's in your room, son." No, like that.
Yeah.
Because like I started to think I was a man, but all the rest of the stuff isn't. If you listen to it, it's like waiting on getting your brew and all. I've never been on the brew in my life. And they even said on it they wouldn't. But I think that bit about the only time you're the man's in your room, son, I think that could be. And if it is, fair play, because it's a good bar. And it's
obviously a lot of people think the song is the track in West Belfast, so you don't think it is then?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's definitely not.
So you'd like a song then? You don't mind?
I love the song. I shared it. No, I shared it on my TikTok.
I think it's a lethal
song. I love
it.
Like I know some of the lyrics. I'm going to do the TikToks and all. I done one of the Shawn Paul's the other day.
I seen it.
In my apology video, I says like no matter what happens, I love you, and I'm still going to share your songs, and that'll continue. There's no beef from me. Like there's obviously beef from them.
What happens with K.Hole now? Have you got a new member of K.Hole now?
No. So I would never get new members. The only thing is, so someone asked me the other day on my question. I done a question and answer, and someone asked me, would we not release our new tune that's out? So we had a tune that was ready to come out.
The K.Hole did before the split.
All three of us.
We had a tune that was ready. Basically, Shawn Paul wrote his verse, I wrote mine, and Liam had started writing his. And obviously that was the plan when he was home to record it. But so, like, I've no beef for them. And I know there's obviously people love drama in Belfast. People love it. It goes viral. Like
it's not just Belfast, it's the world. Everyone loves
but
it.
the thing is with me, like, I have no enemies. And I don't intend getting any. The only enemy I have is the old me. See, the old me, I go to war with him every day. Every day, and I lost for years.
So do you think that was the old you coming out when you made that video?
100%. And one thing Liam said on it, like that I said I'm going to steal the show, and he said on this next song, and he says that's his true colours. I think that they should both aim to steal the show. Like we should.
Competition.
But my true colours towards Liam was when I was the one that supported him at the bonfire. Like everyone told him not to do that. He's crazy. And he said to me he wanted to do it. I says, if you want to do it, then you're doing it. Don't listen to anyone. I'm going with you. And I like sort of tried to keep him in the zone. Don't listen to anyone. Brought him to mind to practice. Drove him there. Was with him. Got his content. Drove him home. And like just that's my true colours for Liam. Do you know what I mean? Sober. Me after a bottle of vodka is not my true colours.
Yeah.
Did you know them two before, or what made you seek them and out to be in the rap crew? Because there is other rappers.
We started partying together years ago. Like it would have been about maybe 2015, 16, maybe. and we started partying together, and we just always clicked, went to beefing all together, and then obviously you drift and sort of you have your crowds, but me with them sort of still always had that bond. Like if I was with them, it was still us, you know what I mean? And the thing is, there's loads of rappers in Belfast, but they're the best. They're the two best, and I went, we can do something different here.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is, so obviously I don't want the enemies. You know, like I said, the only enemy I have is the old me, and I go to war with him every day. But I lost for years. I was losing for years, but now I'm starting to win. But I don't want beef with either of them. So I think that the best way to end it is to put the new tune out and just like respectfully go ways. The 3's the magic number. There was 3 of us. Do the 3rd tune. I'll go to the studio on my own. Lads, I'll go to the studio on my own, do my verse, and then you go and we'll put it together and we can promote it whatever way you want, and just respectfully. Because the eyes are on us. People are watching. Let them hear the music, and we just professionally like go ways.
You do your verse and them two do theirs separately. Song comes out, them two's dissing you. Kevi's a cunt.
The only thing, so Liam used some of his bars that he was writing for the new song in the song he released.
Yeah.
But Liam would have no problem writing new bars. He's a lyrical genius.
Liam's a top tier MC.
He's very good. He's very good.
But Shawn Paul's just as good.
Yeah, and Shawn Paul's the first. I said to them last week, it's the first person in West Belfast I ever seen rapping, seriously rapping. Because Shawn Paul, I would know Shawn Paul probably the longest out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Because he came in this club when he was a kid.
Yeah.
His uncle's good friends, his uncle Foxy and his our uncle as well. So we actually watched Shawn Paul grow up. He must have been about 10 when he come in here. And then next thing, he's rapping. It was just came as a surprise to me.
But you know what? I think his uncle and stuff rapped as well. Yeah. So it was always in the family rapping, and then he took it over. But I've known.
But so see, like what you said about Liam's top tier, everyone always says that. Like Liam's the goat, and he is. But Shawn Paul is just as good, and I always let people know. I say so is Shawn Paul, and in my head I went, so am I. Like I'm not there yet. They've been rapping what 3 years. I've been rapping 3 months maybe. So when I get to that 3-year mark, I'm going to be there, no doubt too.
And see all the backlash that you do get on social media and stuff, does that affect you at all?
No, not one
bit. It doesn't seem like a cur.
I like it.
It's just madness. Like, see me as I'm a very, like, you can't criticize me or you can't, I take things bad.
Yeah.
And I just seeing you,
do you see what I get?
Just pushing it over and like, fuck me, I'd be like, I couldn't handle it.
It's basically I've been watching like McGregor. I've been learning from the best. What do you know what I mean? And then when I'm at Tom Smith,
I was about to say Tom Smith, he drilled it into you. Don't fuck.
Basically, when my like ideas all started, I had ideas to run different businesses, but I'd never been an entrepreneur, so I needed help, and I just went, "Who's the best?" So I reached out to Tom, and obviously he mentored me for a bit, but he just let it fire me. He just like.
He's good.
He really made me believe in myself. Like, all right, he was starting to believe in myself, and he really made me. He was like, "Whoa, you're like, you can do this."
Tom was on the show, but he's one of our early guests. Yeah, and you were part of the mentoring program for him.
But you can see his influence in you because your videos aren't the same as his, but you can see that he's told you to get on the camera every day.
He didn't actually do that, but he just does that. It was actually Gavin Burns that told me to do it. He was like, you need to put your face on camera, because I was putting out madness, like sharing stuff and basically saying what I'm going to do and all, but people are like, "Oh, you're nuts." But then he told me, you need to get your face on the camera, and I went, you know what, let's go.
And so all that, the slabbering, or even the rumors and the fucking all that shit that goes about, and obviously they're not real, they're fucking. One of them had a blue tick.
So, do you want to address it, Cam? Just to put the bed whatever. We know it's not true. Like,
don't believe everything here. Like Tyrone said, there was a screenshot about me taxing someone, but there was a blue tick on it. I don't have a blue tick. But that's not the only rumor. I want to talk about a couple of rumors that I've heard, because they're funny.
The floor's yours.
So basically, I'm moving house, right? And then there was rumors going about that I wasn't allowed to sell my house because my auntie owns part of it, right? My mummy left the house to me. She was like, it was just me and her, so everything's mine. But my auntie was sorting the will. And I don't know how this rumour got spread. And then there was another rumour that the house was being left to Ava, my daughter. Shout out Ava, you wee legend, love you to bits. And then this is the best one. So I got a couple of messages on I got a message on TikTok asking is that your house, blah blah blah, and then I got a message on Instagram, and people were asking to view the house, buy the house basically. So I didn't reply to them, and then there was a rumor going about that I wasn't answering my phone for viewings. Like Northern Property are selling my house. Do you think I'm going to sell my house over TikTok? Like madness. But that's not. They're not the only rumors that have been made up. There's other rumors that and I just feel it's best to ignore them. Do you know what I mean? You can't like I said on the video, you can't control what anyone says about you. Like it doesn't make it who you are. They can say whatever they want, but you just have to keep being you, and eventually the goodness will just shine through all the dirt, all the rumors, because it's just all false, you know what I mean? Obviously, I have made mistakes. There has been some things that I've made mistakes on, but they just get mixed way out of proportion. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like sometimes you're putting too much content out there to give people more ammo to attack you?
Sometimes, the TikTok lives. So I started doing them because it was recommended again by people that do TikToks. I'll get your followers up. I'll get you out there.
Because there is a bad one that's seen on the Connor G show. Shout
out
Connor G. I made my debut on it yesterday.
I really like his show.
It's good.
I only discovered it because of your beefs, and then I went on. I went, this is lethal.
I discovered it because of Shawn Paul's diss track, and now I'm on watch.
He doesn't really get much views unless he talks about us. Do you see when he talks about me? He gets loads.
But I said, you know what? He's a risky man because he says madness, and he's in Belfast.
But see his setup, his studio and all, it looks silly.
I compliment the setup, but I watched it last night. It's just his living room, so nice living room, Connor G.
But even the fucking he scratches and rewinds and plays music, he's actually very good.
He's made a few wee remixes of my songs, Slow Me Down. It's piece of fame or
my name's Kevin, come to my lair.
Funny, proper funny. Keep it up.
Oh my God, that's good. Fuck's sake. But he's a top tier
he's good.
troller.
Yeah. But I just see that as more eyes on me. So
so you do enjoy that kind of
You
attention?
were on a show last week or this week?
What?
You're on it every week.
I'm on it all the time, but I like that because either way, it's more eyes on me. See my reels and all. See if I'm walking about the park and I that Eagle and the Crow video. See across my TikTok and Instagram, that's on over 100,000 views and all.
Is it?
And people are watching that obviously going, he's mental. But there is people that are watching it going, he's switched on. So the more good I do, my new song and all that's coming out, eventually all the eyes are on me, but I'm just doing good. I'm just trying to do good things. I'm just trying to make mommy proud. I'm trying to help people, but sometimes it'll be too nice to the wrong people. Not Shawn Paul and Liam. Just other people that. I'm not getting
trying to get a K.Hole reunion.
But just other people in general, people around, and you're talking to them, and then they're getting the wrong impression of you, and they're saying stuff about you, and I'm like, listen, I have no interest. My new song, it says, look, you want to be my missus, I just want business. Do you know what I mean? And that's real, and big visions, no more kitchens. I've see my brain, it doesn't stop. My missus and all these
ADHD. His man's got ADHD.
I do. I mean, Eamon Finnegan's sister actually basically told me that the other day. She diagnoses people, and she said she noticed it in me at a party months back, but then more I talked to her the other night, because I give Eamon and her son a lift. Her son loves the tunes, she was loving it. Got photos and all of them, but she said to me, you've ADHD. I thought it was bipolar. I watched the Tyson Fury documentary, and I reached out to Eamon. I was like, man, I've definitely got this bipolar. And see, I still think I do, because
get something diagnosed.
I'd be up here. I'd be up here flying, on a buzz, picturing hating over the world and all. And then one wee thing will just trigger me. I could be in B&M or something, with my missus, and then I just get anxiety and be like, whoa, I need out of here. And it just shuts me down, and then I start thinking about my mummy and all, and then I need to get the tunes back on to
Did you think people misjudge you a lot?
Yeah,
on the socials?
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, and does that annoy you?
No. The people around me, the people close to me, you used to know who I am. And again, people can say whatever they want about me. It doesn't mean it's true. I know the only thing that matters is I know, and my mummy, she knows. I don't care about anyone else's opinion. So see, when my mummy was alive, see if anyone else told me, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, like, you can't. But see if my mummy told me,
You would.
no worries. Like, she was the one. So, for example, getting stag. So the day before getting stag, I was back in the party days and all. I got in trouble with my mummy, and it was bad. And I don't want to go into it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into what it was, but it was bad. And she basically said to me, like it was getting stag the next day, and I was gutted because me, Hugh, and Ian and Finnegan were in the same room, and that's my dream team. Like, you know, that's just proper class. And but obviously she said, if you go there, you're coming home to no home.
Fuck
And
off.
like, and so I didn't go.
But did you not? I thought you went.
Nah, I didn't go.
See,
So,
me and Tyrone were talking about this the other day about this thing.
I was gutted.
That's what I can't
and then
remember.
again,
But you were in the group, like
I was in the group. I'm still in the group.
Yeah.
And then, but that's about the only WhatsApp I'm still in because it's never really that active.
Yeah.
But and then obviously you get the guys, oh, he's not allowed, his missus won't let him and all.
Fuck.
That was my axe at the time. Listen, there's no one stops me doing anything other than my mummy. And now that she's gone, like, her opinion's only one that matters. But when I
Do you
prayed,
think like your mummy not being here anymore has made you a wee bit more reckless?
not reckless, I just think more strong. Like,
Yeah.
because when I lost her, like, I hit the bottom, and then now that I'm on my way up, she's with me. So I just feel like I can do anything. But
Have
like
you
I
got
say,
anyone like a matriarch figure to fill in, like your
Tom Smith.
auntie or no, but like a woman? No.
No. It was just me and her, and then, like, I just lost her, and then but I just say good. She lived her life, and my mum was fed up and all, and she was ready to go. And obviously I wasn't ready to lose her, but she was ready to go. And then, but she's with me. I'm telling you now, see, if I'm picturing something that I want to happen, and then I get me signs and all, and then when I pray to her and all, so she knows I'm doing well. And then, see, when I do bad things, I get punished. And that's like when I done the drink thing, we drank too much and messed up with the lads, and I got punished. The lads left me. So, but since then, I'm doing sober October. I'm nearly done. Tomorrow's the last day, and I'm actually going into, like, the Wayford PD Thompsons. I was in
You're
Thompsons
still out.
last
You're
night.
still out.
I'm going out to, like, go into the environments and say no.
Yeah.
People are trying, here, take a shot, and no, because I'm trying
Are
to
you doing
build,
that to test
I'm
yourself?
trying to build discipline, because that's
Yeah.
one thing I've struggled with.
Mm.
And I'm starting to win. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going all in. Like I'm still eating the odd wee pizza or two, but I'm back playing football. And then I went and done one jiu-jitsu session, but I don't want to do it all too much. So I went and done one jiu-jitsu, and then I'm doing my football. I'm back doing the gym. I'm doing the gym 3
Sounds
days a
like
week.
you're in a training camp,
Yeah, I'm
for
starting-
Shawn Paul
yeah.
and Limbo.
No. Just for myself, you know.
Get someone in an armbar. Been off a drink 6 weeks.
Just for myself, you know. I wanna like.
It's longer than you tell me, and you're fighting them.
I know.
I want to look better in my, like, videos, like, because
Yeah.
when I'm doing music videos. But I'm starting to, like, get in a bit of shape
Yeah.
again, and I always want to be testing myself. You know what I mean?
See the raps that you do, right? What would you try and, like? Would it be your past life, or would it be future?
So-
what goes through your head when
So
you're writing the
Ready
raps?
to Blow, it's rapping. Like, we used to do dabs, now we do collabs. It's about what I used to do to what I do now. You know, it's like my brand now. It's, do you know what I mean? And then transitions the same, like, on a mission, big visions, no more kitchens. So, like, I've no interest in the kitchen parties no more. That's why I'm out of the chats and all that. And then, like, my next one's a wee tease to sort of people, like, wanting, like, it's a bit of a tease to the girls, you know. It says you want to come with me and all, but I'm like, look, you want to be my missus, I just want business, because I have a clothing brand at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, there's women's sliders just came out. There's going to be Jim's hats. You'd look great in my Jim's hat, you sexy cat. But you know what I mean. So it's just a bit of everything. But I know it's all real. Mine's is all real.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to
Yeah.
it, like, it's all real.
And your rap name, Kevi Forex, I don't think many people know that you were a Forex trader before all this. Because I remember
Yeah.
having the meeting with you before when you were getting
yeah,
started.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the Forex, or explain it to people? Like,
Well, so
what your journey
basically,
is, right?
when I was working in the civil service, and then I got scammed a couple of quid on Forex, but it wasn't much. But then there was a page made called FX Scams, and it was calling out all the scammers, but it called out one of the ones that scammed me. So I messaged the page and was like, is it all just a scam? And then they were like, no, you need to get a trading teacher. So they sent me a teacher. I messaged him, went over to Southampton, took a 2-day course, and then came home and just started practicing. But I thought it would have been a lot easier than it was. And like it took me years. Like I failed for a couple of years. Like I was struggling with it, and especially like during it, my mental health was already going downhill. Like I was taking care of you again. I was partying and I was struggling, and then so my mental health was going down, down, down. And then I got back. So I was living with my ex at the time, who like we were just basically together forever. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't really working.
You're going through
But then
emotions.
when I got home, so my mental health was going down because of a lot of childhood trauma as well. That was like starting to creep up on me.
What
And then,
like?
so it's about like my daddy and all. Like he was like a sick man, and then like he's nothing to do with my life. But it was all starting to creep up on me, and plus the drugs and like just the disappointment that I couldn't achieve my potential. And then I got back home and started to feel myself again, and then I lost my mummy. Do you know what I mean? So it was hard, like,
Aye. So
but
starting again.
yeah. So there's a lot of trauma there, and then yeah, it's just I'm starting to open up. I'm going to like open up a bit about it through my music. Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, so the childhood trauma. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to just
Mm,
nah?
I don't think I'm
Obviously
ready. I don't think
personal,
I'm ready
yeah.
quite yet. I don't think I'm ready quite yet, but I will one
How
day.
do you cope with it? Because obviously there's people out there who are dealing with childhood trauma. How like they're struggling now and probably trying to turn to drinking drugs.
That's what I
You're
was.
doing it. You're trying to turn away from drinking
Yeah.
drugs. What is a coping mechanism that you would use?
So that's basically it. So mine was drinking drugs. So back to the forex trading. So then when I found I'd done this trading course, and then I was struggling with it for years, and then when it all clicked, like it just basically like I got funded like by companies. I've learned how to think like a professional trader, and I am a professional trader. Like I've made my documents.
Yeah.
I know how to do it, but I took a break when I started the brand and K.Hole because I knew I wouldn't be able to focus. So I took a break for like 6 months to get things up and running. And then obviously the crash happened with the K.Hole thing. And then, so now I'm back in the swing of it. I took a trade last week, made a couple of quid. So I'm taking the week off because I can withdraw that money next week. You know, like you have
Yeah.
you have to trade for 2 weeks. So I've made my profit. I'm gonna do my music videos and all this week, do this sort of stuff, and then next week get my money out and then trade again and try and just build. But so the three things that I'm focusing on at the minute are trading, code, and music. Do you know what I mean? And I'm able to do them three at once. And then down the lane, I would want to go into like other things like property. So that's why I reached out to Tom Smith, because I needed a coach. So he's an entrepreneur.
Are you still working with him?
No, not anymore, but we still keep in touch, and I would probably work with him again down the lane. I would have goals to do business with him one day. Like he was when I met him, he wanted to do business with me, like, but I wasn't ready. You know, I was a bit all over the place, and I still am. I was like, I still am a bit
Do
all
you
over the
feel
place.
like you're everything was going, it was in place and everything was going well, and then and now it's all over the place, scattered after
No.
that?
It crashed. So it crashed, and then I lay back in bed. That was the old me coming back. And then I put out my wee remix song, Psycho, but I rushed that. But that lit a wee fire in me, getting it out there. But then after that, when it was out there, then the crash happened again, and the crash was for longer. And it was bad again, like it was going back to my old ways. I wasn't getting out of bed and all. And then I had a show. And then that reminded me of who I was, and then I started making my next moves again, and now I've got my next song, and now I'm back on the straight and narrow, and there'll be no more slip-ups from here.
Yeah.
No
So
more.
see, you said you had a show. How did that feel doing what was your first show? Because obviously you went from not even recording yourself on your phone rapping to go straight to the studio to have a viral hit. Then next thing you're on a stage. Like,
so my first show was the Davenish.
Was it boxing?
Shout out Muckaduck, and he just reached out to me through someone that I knew, and he was asking me to walk him out and all. And obviously it was a paid thing, like, and he bought like a t-shirt from a brand and all, and it was just to walk him from the thing to the ring and do my verse, a transition, and I get in the ring and done it and all. People were like, they knew it and all. And then the next show was a birthday party.
a birthday party?
Yeah,
Sweet
yeah,
16?
on the
18th, a woman reached out to me. There was like a video of
Was
all
in the
lads.
kitchen, wasn't it?
There was a video.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Your wee man, he wasn't actually in it, but it was all his mates. But his mummy mentioned that they were in it, so I just went like, let's go, because the video was class. It got like loads of views and all. They were all transitioning on in the kitchen too. So I went and done that birthday party, and then I done one last night again, like a teen rave. Or DJ messaged me last minute, was like, "Can you come and do this again?" It's a show. It's like it's a paid show,
Mm.
and then now I'm just forming relationships. I'm setting up my own events. I'm networking and
Had you ever been on the stage before? Like, were you
Nah.
like the school leaving concert in P7?
Nah.
Like,
Nah.
nothing?
See the
Did he
da-
get a fucking part in the school leaving? What about nativity?
See the- see the-
He's a sheep.
Shepherd 4, number 4. There's only sea shepherds. Don't need you, mate.
See the Davenish one. So the Davenish one, like when I get in the ring and like, mate, I sort of blacked out because I was on such an adrenaline high. Usually I
Yeah.
get the same sort of feeling in
Yeah.
boxing, like where after you can't really remember what way stuff happened.
Mm.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
My adrenaline was so high. I like
Can't beat it.
can't sleep in it.
You can't beat it.
unreal, and I was like, give me more of that. And I've got more, and there's going to be
It
plenty
is.
more.
That's
trust me.
what I always say with boxing. Once you're tired, can't never get that
Yeah.
adrenaline rush
See-
again. It's
see just
fucking
on that.
addictive. It's addictive.
See, just on that, which is one of the things that why I'm so gutted about the K.Hole split. See if we don't do that transition on stage at the Fela, it'll be a crime.
I heard. Right, you can squish these rumors, and I heard it's happening on Friday when this is out. On the boxing show, someone's walking out the transmission.
What show?
The boxing.
Transmission.
Oh,
It's
no,
called
transition.
transition.
Sorry,
Oh, it's
I
So-
can punch your living.
Can I say it here? Because it's a hour before the
I know I won't.
Is it now? It's to be on
Friday.
Friday night,
This will be
8
Friday
p.m.
night.
has come to.
well, Paddy McCrory is
Yeah.
walking out to like the start of transition. So it's transition on
Are
a
you
mission.
rapping him out?
No.
Or-
He's just
yeah.
just walking out to the song. So transition on a mission, then it cuts and it's boom, 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 boom.
Oh, right,
oh,
right.
Paddy,
that
like,
is song,
yeah.
right, so
So you'd be in the crowd and it'd be
mashup.
transition on a
On a
mission,
mission.
and then oh, Paddy, like,
Yeah,
shout
yeah.
out
That'd
Paddy
be class,
McCrory,
eh?
legend, and I
That'll
can't
be-
wait till the fight's on
That
Friday.
actually will be lethal.
Yeah, are you going? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Big Tommy's fighting.
Oh wow,
wow.
I can't
But,
wait to watch you as well.
Yeah, how's that feel seeing even your songs go viral and they're getting played everywhere and everyone's loving it, but you can't even perform it because the
Well, so I have performed the song,
Hmm.
but like my verse, like so last night I performed my verse, and then for the lads, like I said, the DJ looked out of respect for the lads. I'm not going to do their verses, but obviously, like I was rapping it to the camera and all, but
Yeah.
not on the mic.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But then on the mic, my favorite bit of the song is Shawn Paul when he says, "The room's all smoky, no bacon. The banger tracks is what we're making. Who's cooking it? If you're tooting it, I'm looking it." So I done that on the camera because that's my favorite bit. So I couldn't help myself.
yeah.
And then, but like I said, I still would, like, if I set up a show, I would still want, like, if we put that third tune out, right, and I know they probably won't want to, but if we put that third tune out and then I set up a show, I would pay the lads to perform with me, purely business.
So
like,
see, technically,
I don't care about
who
anything
owns
else.
the song Transition?
No one, like, so no one
It's called
owns it.
transmission.
No one, like, well, that's another thing, like, the lads, they're saying about what they offered to the team and all. I put a lot of money in it. I put a lot of money in the K.Hole, do you know what I mean? And we just upload it as a team, but we're all credited, and if we ever get paid for it, like, it's getting split
Yeah.
with the DJ as well, you know, like, it's not like I've just took it, but if the lads go and do their own gig and they play transition, like, it's their right, because there was no,
Yeah.
like, it's just our song as a team.
Yeah.
But I just think it will be a crime if we never perform it. And again, I know they probably won't want to, but hopefully down the line, when we've all went on our separate journeys and we've all done a bit, we could just come together as business. Like, do you know what I mean?
Like last week, Liam was saying that he wanted space, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't give him space. Then he went to his granny's house. Like,
So
do you think you should have just gave him space to cool off a wee bit?
well,
Why did you go to his granny's?
because
I need to ask.
so his granny's house is where he lives, and I knew
Oh,
I
right,
got told
okay.
I got told he was
I
home.
thought you just meant his
No, so I knew that's where he lived, and I got told that he was home.
Okay.
But so Shawn Paul had like got 2 t-shirts like of the brand, but Liam hadn't got any when he went to Australia, and I was going to send them some out, but he says he'd be home soon. So I left the t-shirts and the sliders in, and I just says in the letter, like, I know you probably won't want these, but Shawn Paul got them and we were a team. And I just give him this granny, and then he says about taxing his granny. I text his granny saying, like, look, I'm sorry for what happened, and just let Liam know that I want what's best for him, because Liam told me that his mummy and his granny always said to him, like, I know he said some stuff to him, like he's mad and all, which they probably did, but he also told me that they said to him at the start, like, I've seen people coming into your life. He really wants what's best for you. And I still do. Like, I want what's best for both of them, whether it's with me or not. Like, I still want them to get their potential. So when I looked at them, they were so good, but I just don't think they were doing good enough. No, not enough people knew them. And I was going, that's like,
it's a crime.
It's a crime, and I'm going to fix it. And I think I did fix it. But obviously, the word, like Liam said, he was doing all right. Like, Liam was doing all right. But Shawn Paul wasn't getting the recognition he deserved.
Yeah.
And plus, Liam, I see them as 10 times more what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I say, it's like, let's do it. And it was working, and then I messed it up.
Did you ever think of going into management then? Because obviously, what you're saying is you saw the potential in them too.
And
you were able to inject
that's a good role.
Like I said, see, in 50 Cent's book, he talks about like getting like Deontay Wilder and Floyd Mayweather in the zone for like their fights, like what, like when they're hitting pads and all, they weren't locked in and people were relaxing, and he gets them in the zone. Like, I tried to do that to Liam with the bonfire. I done it till your foul muckaduck when I was walking him out. Like, I was going to him, you're in the zone, or I'm watching him, he's shaking all your.
How did he get on in the fight?
He won, and he said to me, he goes, you got me in the zone there. He goes, like, I want you doing that again. But in terms of like the management side of things, I need a manager myself. Do you know what I mean? I've talked to a couple of people, but I'm not ready to just go all in with it yet, because you never know. Like, I like doing it myself. And again, that's one of the problems that we have with K.Hole. I was a bit too bossy and too like things.
Because they said,
but
Liam said he wanted the world's new Brazil top, and you forcing the world code.
I was
forcing us the world code, man. I was make sure the code quality, yeah.
And thank you both for banning them. Like, I appreciate that. There's what I mean.
I want to say, well, how did you get in? I want to touch on code a bit. How did you get into making these?
It was just basically like Bugsy. Bugsy was rapping and doing his own brand.
All right.
And I went, I'm going to do it. So I wanted the lads to be ambassadors.
So code was.
Do you know what I mean?
I thought you had code and then went into rap. So it was both.
It was all planned.
It was all like,
yeah. Okay. So I wanted Liam and Shawn Paul to be ambassadors of code. I wanted K.Hole and code to be like tied in. So on K.Hole's page, all the things would be code, obviously. But I would have needed more like soon, like shoes and all, like the sliders and all are so comfy, but shoes and all will be coming out soon. And I just wanted it to be, they'll have affiliate links. They'll be able to get their own merch, all stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, like I says, I was too bossy, but sometimes I'm too much, but it's because I want it so bad. That's why, like, I want it so bad, and anything that I tried to push them to do, it was for K.Hole's benefit.
Yeah.
I truly believe that, and it was working.
What does code stand for?
So code represents the letter K of the Irish Ogham tree alphabet. It's like nature, sacred groves, hidden alleys being revealed and all. And
Kevin.
Yeah. and but so the products are from Portugal, they're eco-friendly, ethical. They've been in the factory. It's not like a sweatshop. Like, all the workers are like happy. The CEO of the company, shout out Diogo, he loves me, and when he was walking about, good morning to everyone, and it's good. It just represents me as well. You know what I mean? Good ethics. And I think that the brand, when it takes off, it will take off. Like, the quality's better than the other brands, and it's a fraction of the price. But it's just getting it out there and getting it marketed the right way. So again, I appreciate you two supporting it, because that'll go a long way.
And you sponsored Auntie Kaketzi's
the mural. Yeah.
It says code along the bottom.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of that. And when I've met Anto and spoke to him and all, he was the same as me. Like, so he's like, when I was telling him about people after me, he's like, fuck them all. Like, who cares? Whatever I'm thinking. And shout out Anto, what a
he's
legend.
a legend. Man's a legend.
There is like there's a lot of talent in West Belfast, and all people look down their nose at it. And
I think there's a lot of talent, but they're scared to be talented because everyone will laugh at them, or everyone will judge them. So I think some people need to take a leaf out of their book and just get on with what they want to do.
Yeah, I think that's why I do get so much hatred. So a lot of people do like project their own negativity out on the other people. Like, so there's people obviously out there that are probably like labouring for like years, and they're sore and their thing, and I'm running about walking about the Falls Park video myself, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
people are raising them, want you just to be labouring like Emmons.
Not like I don't know.
Sure, the labourers.
I know.
you know what I mean?
I couldn't do that job. I had to last a half an hour in that world.
I think a lot of people just project their own negativity out on the other people, but I think soon the good of me will show, and I will start to win people over. Like, and again, I don't care if I don't, because I've got my mummy. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
See, we talked about it a bit earlier. Your falls park walks, were they always a thing, or did you just start doing it after your
Well,
mummy passed?
No, it's always been since I've moved back to mummy's. I have a dog, Keno. Shout out Keno, the best dog in the world, my best mate.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
I'll show it. I'll be sitting on the show. I'll show you everybody of all of it. But yeah, it's just where I walk my dog. It's my park where I walk my dog every day. And
well, I walk my dog in that park, so you don't want to come
Yeah,
near.
you don't
see
want
me.
cross
Stay away.
paths with friggin'
it's good because Keno's a friendly dog, so he just runs about, and I
Baby
just
shizzing.
Baby shizzing.
I just walk about.
Keno
and-
be getting swung about.
It's not even funny, to be
I
honest.
know.
It's not.
That's not even a joke. That's
Yeah.
actually true.
I think sure when I called to your door, I called to your door to get your tickets for your last fight, and your dog was going mental. I was like, "Fuck,
Don't enter my
I
house.
couldn't live with a dog like that. See if my dog barks, I'd be shocked. He very rarely barks.
My dog's the friendliest dog in Ireland.
Yeah.
How is he, Tyrone?
Outside of our house,
Yeah.
he isn't.
I go into Tyrone's house, and the dog's going mad, and I like, Tyrone, we call him away, and he just in stitches. His waist in stitches.
He actually likes you, and you're just
Does he? Has a funny way of showing it.
barking his way to show love.
What way
Anyway.
does your dog get on when
He's
people come
just
around?
friendly, he's straight over to everyone, friendly with other dogs. But so I just let him off in the park, and he just runs along a wee bit, and that's so where I'd be listening to music, maybe writing some lyrics or doing my videos, and it's just my wee. You're getting 2 wins, you're getting your steps in, well 3 wins, you're getting your dog walked, and you're getting like content made. Do you know what I mean? And it's just my wee happy place.
Have you done any content this morning?
I took a wee video saying going to do the whiskey and white.
Did
shit.
you?
Yeah,
Happy
of
days.
course.
Stuff.
Because I'll make a wee behind the scenes myself.
Well,
look.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
we've talked enough shit. Thank you for joining us. You're legends. Thank you, Kevi, for
I
coming
just
on.
want to say to the lads, thank yous for having me on. First ever podcast, and it couldn't have been better. Like a better 2
Good man.
people, and it's something my mummy would be really proud of. So shout out wee Rosemary, mummy, you're a legend. I miss you loads, and I'm just going to keep trying to make you
R.I.P.
proud.
100%. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, share, get on the Patreon, get on My Fight Tickets, get on Kevi Forex's song,
Get on BBC iPlayer, The Spar.
and then get on arcanescompetitions.com. Sorry. So thank you, and see you next week.
Peace. With him going all the way.